everyone, welcome to New House Daily. My name is Cameron Stevens, and one of my jobs as a local real estate agent is to stay on top of every single property that comes on the market in Los Angeles County. So today I took a look at every property that came on the market, and I chose my favorite, and I'm here to show it to you and tell you why. My pick today was 10653 Russett Avenue in Sunland. Take a look. All right, first off, let's talk about the location. This is actually one of my favorite little pockets in Sunland. You're close to, well, that's pretty much the biggest park in Sunland, right off of Fenwick. There's some really cool stuff going on there. It's a great walking park if you have dogs as well. They softball leagues and stuff play over there. It's really big. It's really green. I really like that. You're obviously close to Foothill, which is going to be your main drag for a lot of different things that I really like in Sunland, like the Backdoor Bakery and Corsica Italian Deli. I almost blanked on that. Yeah, and then I really like this house. So right off the bat, you've got a fantastic price point. You're looking at $560, and that's going to get you 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a little over 1,000 square feet. But I think this house makes pretty good use of its square footage, and there's some really interesting little character details that I really like that make it stand out. First of all, the immediate thing that everybody's going to notice is the fantastic river rock that's on the exterior of this house. It really harkens back to the Craftsman era. Now, it's easy to go way too overboard with this, and I think this house does a nice job of balancing that, and then, complementing that big, bright red front door. It's a Dutch style, kind of old school, cottagey feel to it. I really, really like it. It's just like one of those things that, and entrance is important. And then when you get in, you do have that river rock that is carried on throughout the fireplace area. But again, it's targeted right there. It's not going to make you feel like you are fully in some kind of cabin up in Big Bear, but it's going to really harken back to the fact that Sunland really is tucked up into the mountains. So I feel like it's borrowing from a lot of those themes and that feeling that you get when you're up tucked away in the mountains in Sunland, which is actually one of the things I really like about the area. Hardwood floors throughout the house. Great. I actually really like the fixture over the dining table. It totally has this like vintage olive green thing going on, which I think really complements the rest of the house. I love the original tile in the kitchen, and the kitchen cabinets seem to be in fantastic condition. They seem to be original to me. That's just a guess, but that's what I would have imagined would be in that era. And they've got the old stove too. I like stuff like that. And then, you've got, the flow to the back of the house, which is really cool, and it has the French doors. But before we leave there, I'm sure you see in the photos the really rich wood throughout the master bathroom. And to me, this totally feels like a sauna. It feels like a spa type experience. This is the part where it does feel a little cabiny, so someone is going to have to like that. But what I really like is the fact that there's the original wood grain that seems to still be in great condition. So I always like when people, don't paint over stuff like that. So let's go out into the backyard through a cool office space, probably going to be used as maybe a guest bedroom or a really nice office because it gets a ton of light. And then you get out into the back patio. So there's a couple really interesting things about this area. The first one is obviously going to be this crazy awesome like jasmine tree that they've kind of reinforced and turned into its own pergola, and then kind of hung the string lights off of. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a tree so effectively turned into some type of a covering or an overhang like this. Obviously it's, hey, you could put your furniture under that large tree, but in this instance, they seem to have been able to train it to go along these, what looks like kind of metal bars, which is really cool, that are kind of attached to that garage area right there. Obviously, they have patio furniture out there. I expect whoever buys this house is also going to do the same. And then, the garden space is the grass a little bit off and on, but I think what this house is really meant for is somebody that wants to grow, a garden, an herb garden. There's room for far more than that, but at the very least, you could certainly do that. Looks like there's some citrus trees back out there as well. I mean, it hits those right notes of feeling like a cottage, a woodsy cottage, while still feeling open because you've got all those windows on the back. And then what a cool place to hang out underneath that, jasmine tree. I mean, that's awesome. I've never seen anything like that. And you get the garage as well. So either extra storage, or if it's probably going to be used for extra storage because there's a huge space along the right side of the house to park plenty of cars. So my guess is somebody's probably just going to use it for additional workspace or storage or what have you. So there you go. That is why 10653 Russett Avenue in Sunland is my favorite house for New House Daily.